today. I'm going to hang out with her as much as I can as well as we do Friday, this B-Day, day 4. They aren't on the stream yet. We're recording.
You're like,
I'll tell you what, I'm going to wait 20 seconds to start the Pledge of Allegiance. Quick commercial break. All right, so we're going to start off with Pledge of Allegiance. I'll do that, and then Dr. Kane will join us again. Oh, there she is. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. On to our announcements. I know we're going to have some special people joining us today. Dr. Kane, do you want to do those and I do this part for now? All right, cool. So, first and foremost, we'll be having in a few minutes our counselors join us. Oh, Snapples, they're here. Dr. Kane, I'll kick it to you.
Awesome.
Who's joining us in the
all
frame?
right. We have our amazing counseling team who's been working very, very hard to try and get schedules right and try and get everything set for you guys. And so we're going to have them introduce themselves here really quickly and say what their specialty is. And let's go.
Hello, Washington Warriors. My name is Miss Abram, and I am the 10th grade counselor.
Good morning, Warriors. This is Cheryl Bass. Mrs. Bass, I am your 9th grade counselor.
It's us for dynamic duo.
And those of you who are junior or senior, you got us. I'm Chanel Thomas. I'm at the end of the alphabet, M through Z.
And I'm Miss O'Brien. I am at the beginning of the alphabet, A through L.
Cheryl, do you want to go first? Okay.
Okay, we have an announcement about schedule changes and students coming to the office. First, we want to say that this first week of school has been super high energy and all good vibes. You all have done a fabulous job of communicating with us. And so we want to make sure that you are clear about how schedule changes are going for all grades 9 through 12. And so first, Mrs. Bass is going to talk about 9th grade schedule changes and communications. So 9th graders, listen up.
All right, 9th graders. So we've done a lot of schedule changes the last 3 days. So we're on day 4, and I'd love to get your schedule changes done as soon as possible. So if you have sent me an email since after school yesterday, I'm working on those right now. In 9th grade, we're doing things a little bit differently. So we're just going to do emails, or you can stop by the office in the freshman academy between classes or before or after school to get those schedule changes made. So if you haven't been able to get into your email, please just swing by the office so we can get those schedules changed. Remember, we only have 10 days to make schedule changes, and we want to do those as soon as possible. So make sure you're reaching out so we can get those taken care of. Another quick reminder, I do have a Google Classroom. So if you go to your 9th grade school counseling Google Classroom, you can find a link and you can find my email right there. So make sure you're contacting me so we can get those schedules changed.
All right, 10 through 12. Students, the schedule correction form is still available. It's still open. So you can submit your one schedule correction. Now, here is the thing. Those of you who have already submitted your correction, that's totally fine. But we learned that there are some students who do not have a Chromebook yet, and so you haven't had access to the schedule correction form. So please, by all means, go ahead and fill out your correction. We will do our best to get to you as soon as possible.
If you did fill out that Google form, I promise you we got your request. It will be taken care of. Please do not send any emails as a follow-up. That slows our process down. So if you want us to get to your request as soon as possible, just leave it in that form. Don't send a follow-up email.
Nicely done, Ms. Thomas. Okay, and then you can come down to the counseling office to check to see if we are available. But if we are not, on the counseling secretary desks, there is a sheet for Ms. Abrams, Ms. O'Brien, and Ms. Thomas. If we are not available, write your name and a very brief message on why you need to see us, and we will come find you when we are available. If you need more information or a conversation before making a schedule change, we will come find you or send you an email directly. It's very important that you guys are checking your emails because we are sending them to you. If we're changing your schedule or have follow-up questions, we are emailing you. So please be checking your email at least once a day. Thank you for being kind and patient and understanding during this transition of the year. We are happy to have you here. We are happy to help you. Continue with the patience and have a great day as always. Bye, y'all.
Thank you. That was awesome. Okay, so now that we have that, we're gonna move on with kind of some reminders about hallway expectations. I don't. Are you wanting to do this?
I mean,
want-
I
all right.
can't. Why don't you take the first? Well, I'll take the first two.
Okay.
And then you're back.
Tag.
Deal. All right. So number one, we've got hallway expectations, which is everybody does not like. We don't like when people are walking slowly through the hallways,
No.
blocking, clogging, congesting. Never a good idea. We want the flow to go. There's all kinds of jokes I could make, but I won't because we're on announcements.
Yeah.
So move with purpose. Don't stop to talk. Walk and talk. You'll hear me say that. Have either your ID visible or handy, because you'd be surprised. Sometimes students ask us questions. We may not know them yet. And then people get a little bothered if we ask them who they are. So if you have your ID present, available, handy, that's always good. It's no different than if you're driving your car and a police officer pulled you over and said, "Let me see your license." It's just very nice to know who's in the building. It's a safety thing. And during class time, you must have scanned for a pass. If not, you should be in your classroom. So anybody who's moving through the hallway should either have scanned in their class or they should be on time. And then, of course, we always want to keep our hallways quiet during class time. You may have heard some noise while you were doing announcements in the foyer because some folks were not in class. It's important to be in class. It's important to be quiet. I would argue that's also true during like passing time because you never know what somebody else could be feeling or experiencing in that moment. I'm not saying you got to be silent during passing time, but quiet is appreciated. As far as hallway passes go, for students who arrive late, you'll want to check in at the front office and you'll scan for your pass to class. If you're going to the south door, students can buzz in at the south door if they are late, but you must show your badge. If you don't have a badge, we're not letting you in. And please don't be rude, disrespectful, or non-charming to our staff, because if you are, you won't get buzzed in. You'll probably get an administrator coming to get you to have a conversation about why you were rude in the first place, which kind of defeats the purpose of being able to go through that door. So make sure you do that. And attendant staff will let students in. Security will issue a pass when escorting students to the classroom. And then the last one I'll talk about is passes during classes. And Dr. Kane, I'm kicking it back to you. I'm center it, so that way we're both in the shot. Everybody likes seeing you better than me anyway. So no passes the first 10 minutes of class. So don't like go to class and go, hey, I need to use the restroom. It's not going to work. Students can only access classrooms with support staff. So you won't just be able to just go casual. Follow classroom expectations for requesting permission to leave the room. You'll have to scan your ID card at the kiosk and select passes. The students may not visit the counseling office without an appointment. So in other words, you can't just do that. You're going to get an email from your counselors like they went over saying you may come visit. And that's for all year. That's not like just this week. And one student is allowed out of the classroom at the same time, meaning suddenly half the class can't have their bladders filled. Doesn't work that way. One at a time. And you will need to return to classroom promptly and scan back in class to end your pass. And if you wait too long, we will come find you.
All right. So speaking about bathroom passes, leads great into bathroom expectations. So bathrooms have one purpose, and that is to take care of biological functions. And it is actually kind of gross to hang out in there. So we want you in class. We want you learning. We want your brains growing and developing socially. And so you should know that if you are in the bathroom, that if you are you're going to be going to the bathroom in the first 10 minutes or the last 10 minutes. But if you go try and go to the bathroom in the first 10 minutes or last 10 minutes. Sorry, I think I misspoke a second ago. If you go to the bathroom in the first 10 or last 10, you can expect that you will be sent back to class by somebody who is monitoring outside in the hallway. If you should also expect, if you're in the bathroom without a pass, that you will be sent back to class. And any repeated offenses, we will involve a guardian. That if there are more than one person in a stall, guardians will be called the first time, and then you have potential suspension for any event after that. There's no reason for more than one person to be in a stall doing a biological function. I have encountered a couple of times where one person's in the stall and there are multiple people standing on the outside of the stall. We consider that multiple people in a stall. You're there for a biological function, get in, get your business done, and get out. All right.
Well said.
And then if you use the bathroom is not a gathering place. There's all kinds of germs in there. It's gross anyway. And we don't want students using it to avoid going to class. And so if you're gone more than 10 minutes to the bathroom and using it as a gathering place, you could face bathroom restrictions. And we don't want that. We want everybody to just use it as a biological function when they need to and get back to class. We need you in your rooms learning. All right.
It sounds like the big thing there is biological functions take place in the bathroom. Period.
Period. All righty. So I think that's it for our expectations.
I think so.
Yeah. So
I can expect a great rest of the Friday though.
yeah. All right.
You want me to? You want to take over? You want to keep going, Doctor?
I can take over. So we
Keep
are
going.
the next day is our important date slide. Please, first of all, there's a football game tonight. We're playing Jefferson, and we want the very best positive team spirit we can get. We want to show those Jayhawks that Warriors have pride. And so take the energy from the amazing assembly yesterday and head over to Kingston tonight. Please know that cash is only on one end of the stadium. So we prefer you bring card and pay with card. You have to check in down at the red tent with your ID to prove that you're a Warrior student or Washington student, and only Washington students can be on the press box side. So anybody else will be sent away. Also remember, you cannot bring bags. Do not bring bags. You'll be sent back to your car. So you can have a clear bag. If you have a clear bag, you're fine. But anything other than that, do not bring. I don't want to have to send you back.
We call that a safety issue.
issue. He's funny. All right. So I think that's for tonight.
Yes.
Lots of excitement tonight. This afternoon, we have your Safe and Secure Schools assembly for our juniors and seniors. You'll be excused at 2:05 to the auditorium for that. And so everybody will meet in the auditorium and learn about how to keep our school safe and secure. And then on Monday, it's picture day. So get your hairs cut this weekend. Get ready get all dolled up on Monday morning for picture day.
So,
Staff, this is for you too. We really need you to get your photos taken. And so be ready for that. Let's see, there's a tech meeting for the fall musical. So if you'd like to be in part of a tech theater crew for our fall musical, there's a workshop, let's see here, in the application process at 3 p.m. in the Little Theater. In the choir room, if you're wanting to audition for the musical, that you can meet in the choir room for that workshop. And then on Tuesday, September 1st, it'll be September, they have auditions for the fall musical that will begin at 3 p.m. in the choir room. So check in down in the performing arts wing if you have questions about how that will look.
So pick day and Legally Blonde. First they
Yeah.
want a photo.
Yeah.
You already know though. You only live once. That's our motto. You know how to finish it.
I do. All right.
Homecoming door decorating contest.
And they can go through this in homeroom.
Oh, they can. But bottom line is, we want you guys to decorate them for homecoming week. You'll have some time, I think, probably at the end of these announcements to be able to talk with your class about how you're going to deck the door.
It is one of our favorite parts of the year. So we hope you guys get all excited about it. There's some examples on the last slide, but it's a super fun time. It's a great way to build community in your homerooms, and we're super excited to see what you guys produce.
And I think that concludes everything we've got to say today. Mr. Schultz, you want to say something?
Sure. Morning, everybody. If you plan on coming to the game tonight, make sure you check in at Kingston Stadium at the southwest corner at the red tent. Bring your ID and be ready to cheer on the Warriors.
Can I bring cash? Not to that gate, you can't.
Check in at the southwest gate. If you have an activities pass, we will get you checked in. We have record of all those who have paid for those.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. I think that concludes announcements. Take care, folks. And remember, it's always a great day to be